Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to part 2 with the chipper. So a club I never thought I'd review or wouldn't suggest for people, but it is a club that we've seen over on James's channel that can be used from
anywhere.
Yeah, from up to, we've hit it from up to 150. We've also then hit it around the green from 60 yards, from 80 yards, also around the edge of the green. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 3 different shots, or maybe even 4.
Ooh.
4 different shots around the green, explaining where you can use it from. It's not just for on a perfect lie in the fairway and just pitching up. So we're going to show you some different lies out of the rough. And James is currently leading, only because he won the nearest pin.
Can we? Like it was here, wasn't it? 150 yards, and it was there.
It was, and then he missed it. So first shot we're going to do is back of the green. We're in the semi-rough. We're a little bit downhill, and we're showing you how this is somewhere where you maybe would have gone to use a pitching wedge. If you're James, you might use a 60.
I was just gonna. You beat me to that.
You could use, like we've talked about a lot, a 7-wood or a hybrid. But this club's designed again very upright. It's going to encourage you more so to get into a closer position here, a little bit more like putting, and have less face rotation. So what that's going to do is limit obviously which direction it can come off. We're going to be a lot more consistent. So I'm going to even grip it like my putter, so more of a 2-thumb grip there.
Oh, that's come out delightfully well.
So you get a little bit of loft, gets running out there, and I'd say we're around about 10 yards away here. Tour average from here would be around about 4 feet.
You think that's 10 yards?
Would you say it's more than 10 yards?
20 yards.
Okay.
You know where a football wall would be. Anyway.
James is going 20 yards, and if it is that, that's well inside tour average. So you see, very minimal effort, very much like a putting stroke. The weight of the club does it for you. So it is a shorter shaft, it is a little bit more upright.
It's a putter shaft, and it's a 9-iron loft.
And a 9-iron loft, there you go. Putter shaft, 9-iron loft.
That's just low on the line, isn't it?
Just low on the line. Again there, if we're saying it's to the elusive 20 yards that James thinks, that's probably at 6 feet, which is your tour average. Maybe not for this much of a simpler shot, but that is the average on tour. So very simple, didn't have to go with loft, didn't have to make much motion. So straight away, if you're off the edge of the green and you're like, shall I use a putter there? Will it snag? Will the putter get stuck? Will it not run out? We can go straight to this 9-iron loft. And the reason why we go to that instead of your 9-iron is because the way it is designed. So a little bit more upright. It's got a big, nice sole on there, so plenty of bounce. It's not going to encourage it to dig. It's going to glide through that, pick the ball off cleanly, and it's not to be used for a putter. Right, let's get.
I actually hit it closer from 150 yards than I did from 15 yards.
How embarrassing. So we're now going to go on to the tight lie. So we're going to go to the front of the green, off the apron, and show how we can get a clean contact with this. James is going to lead us off.
Yeah, I will lead us off, and one of the things that I've seen with this is just how much check you can get with it as well. If you go and buy a chipper, 99% of the people who use a chipper generally get them from maybe Sports Direct, get them from a really kind of cheap sports brand because they don't want to spend a lot of money on one. But with this, you can actually get a little bit of spin, a little bit of control. Happy with this?
We're going to go off the bare stuff. So at the moment, it is quite burnt out. In the winter, you might get some mud patches, but this is going to show you how, because we're a little bit more upright, it's going to be a little bit shallower motion.
See, I'm actually thinking about that technique, and letting it rotate just a little bit.
Yeah, just letting that toe release a little bit. See there, James just took no divot whatsoever, clipped it off the top, rolling out too well.
What? That was so easy. It didn't feel like a great strike, but it didn't need to feel like a great strike.
No, and because of the putter length shaft, what it's going to do for you is you're not trying to choke down. There's people who try and choke down on a 7-wood. It feels a little bit awkward, feels like we've got to do too much work. Whereas here, because it's now like a putter, we're not making a big motion, we can get into the correct posture straight away. So again, from here I might go back to a more conventional grip. Nice and easy. Gets up there, gets that running. Unfortunately on this occasion, not as good as James, but again inside tour average, and this is a lie, and this is a shot that a lot of people will struggle with, especially at the moment. They don't know what to do to get it picked off clean. They get a little bit quick with maybe a wedge and they duff it just in front of them, or they catch it heavy. So it's a very good club for this kind of lie. So what we want to try is not in the bunker.
Because we're going to ruin it for Jock, and we don't want
We're going to ruin it for Jock, and it's not going to be a club that you would use from there, but we are going to...
fun. He's no fun at all.
No fun whatsoever. We're going to go and use it off a downhill lie, which again is something where you think, right, I need loft, I need a lot of that. Can we play it out of the thicker rough off a downhill lie? Will it run out? Will it snag? What will we do?
The funny thing for me is here, I know Chris does not want to like this club. You don't think that people should be using these. You should be taking short game lessons, getting better at chipping, getting better at pitching. Yes, I agree you should do that, but I think this can definitely help. I think you're starting to see that as well.
Yeah, so for you guys who feel like you've got the yips, you don't feel confident, you've tried all the wedges.
Straight in with the Y word.
Well, I mean with the Richard Joneses.
If you keep shanking it and yipping it, guys, then this club's probably for you. That's what Chris is trying to say.
If you're Richard Jones, that's what you need. But it's a club where, like I say, if you're not confident, I see with wedges, they start to grip it too tight, they get a little bit too tense on that, and as a result, they have no control. Because this is a little bit heavier in the way it's designed, it's going to allow that to swing. We can grip it a little bit lighter, and we can let the club head do the work. So it's something you'd have to think about putting in your bag, because we'd have to change what kind of clubs you've got in there. If you've got a full set, we'd have to think about taking something out. But for a senior or somebody with half a set of clubs, unfortunately like myself, it could fit in the bag.
This is going to be a difficult one.
Right, so a difficult shot here, out of the thick rough, again down, we've got to carry over onto the fringe. A lot of people, James Robinson, but also most amateurs, will go 60 degree here, whereas here we can get a nice... All right there, James.
I'm just making something for your Instagram.
Oh, just making something for my Instagram. Would we ever?
You can put it in the edit.
Would we ever? Right, but here I can use this chipper to get this ball running. We don't have to think loft. If we think loft, it might potentially...
Guess what I'd use?
James would use a 60. If we use loft, we've got to open it up, we've got to make a bigger motion, there's a lot more error. But here we're going to play two shots, one with a chipper, one with a 60 degree, the dreaded, and we're going to take the worst shot. But on these grips, we've got arrows, the grip length is a little bit longer, so we can grip down here. That's something I can still do with this. We don't have to grip it at full length. So I'm going to grip down, still treat it like a putter.
Oh, go on then.
You see there, from a difficult lie, it's not done too bad there if it stays.
I'll go chipper first, and Chris has actually looked really good there, but it's run out quite a bit. See if I can get it closer. Oh, sit. See, that's my issue maybe with this from this kind of location. It came out quite fiery, and I feel like if I attacked that with loft from a different kind, same kind of lie, should I say, the speed actually helps play the shot. Ooh, then from there you generate the spin and put it inside there. We said the best one, didn't we?
We did. I need another ball, which I've now realised.
Sure we did, so I'll take that.
So, again, similar lie here. I'll roll it in. Pretty similar. 60 degrees, similar lie. Let's see.
Oh, don't play that one. Oh, Chris Dennis, well done.
Terrible 60 degree there as well. I didn't want that to happen. But you can see there, yes, the chipper has gone the furthest on those two. It is a difficult shot, but if you're somebody who's not confident with the wedge, not confident in hitting something like that, that's going to land soft because you've thinned a few, you've caught a few heavy, then it's still going to leave you a reasonable putt. And if we get it anywhere on the green, even James's worst one there, we're going to get out with a 2 putt, and that's going to reduce your scores. If you went 60, thinned it through or left it there, we're probably going to have a couple more shots than needed. So guys, I never thought I would say it, but a chipper, the ping chipper.
These are like your two horrible, like most least favourite clubs. I think it has its place, we can say. Yeah,
it has its place. So it's a club that you can use. If you're struggling with your chipping, it can be used in different places like I've just shown you there. And if you've got room in your bag, that's the main thing. If you've got 14 clubs in your bag, you might not want to take something out, but it's something you might have if you start to struggle with it being a little bit more upright and a little bit shorter. It's a lot easier to hit than trying to grip down a 7 wood or grip down a hybrid to get contact. So guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching.
Huge thanks to Jock. I'll say it because Chris wasn't going to.
Huge thanks to Jock, who has lent us this for today. I'm now going to go and clean it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again later in the week.